Hello, I'm Tons, and this is going to be our review and play of GreedFall. If hearing commentary isn't quite your cup of tea, don't worry, cause I'll be offering another kind of tea as well. One without commentary, without the creamer, no sugar, and to many, the only proper way to be enjoyed. But essentially, if you don't want to hear commentary, there will be a no commentary version of every episode of this playthrough. Well, each episode except for this one because it's episode 0. And episode 0, just to give you an idea as to what this is going to be about, or what to expect in this particular part. Generally speaking, I have a tendency, especially in the case of RPGs, to play the first portion repeatedly. And what this does, it allows me to get a feel for the game, especially the combat, as well as try out wacky things that I wouldn't be trying to do in the serious playthrough, such as see if I can kill everyone in the starting town and then see how that potentially affects the game. So in this episode, it's not the actual character we're going to play. It's not, none of the decisions are the ones we're actually going to stick with. It's just horsing around. It's just figuring things out in the name of science, that kind of thing. Now, if you don't want commentary, if you just want to get straight to the actual playthrough, then you can go ahead straight to part 1. As for everyone else, I'm pretty sure you're saying, let's go already! So let's. You know, normally I always select normal playthrough, and the reason for that is because the idea of hard or increasing difficulty usually means making enemies damage sponges while also making them hit harder, and to me that just equates to things being a bit more tedious. Let's start on normal. Though, you know what, we might take it up a notch. We might go ahead and go hard because this ain't even the real playthrough.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes.
Yes.
The chin a
I
tiny
will
bit
be making
lower.
weird noises.
Gaze a
I
little
should
more
have
to the
warned you.
right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Okay. So, I like the idea of a character creator being immersive. Meaning, for a time, character creators were an element of the game that you could see as a support element, similar to like a menu. You don't necessarily expect menus to be immersed into the actual game or have synergy. They're just to support the player's gaming experience, to improve it, because you need menus. When you have the character creator feature, it's like that enhances the game. We just accept that it's not immersive, non-symmetric, you know, it has no symmetry with the game. But when developers started making it immersive, I liked it. So I like this. So when I saw like a common way to do it nowadays is to have your character start off looking in a mirror. And I loved it when I saw it. And this is something I like the idea. However, the execution, I'm not much of a fan of that. It was like it was half thought out. You see, the problem in this case, or the problem that I have, is the player's going to be able to decide how your character looks, and yet you see how the character looks. The character is in a scene before the player has had a chance to shape their appearance, and you don't do that. But then this game goes one step further. It is even worse, and what they do is have your character speak. Like, you can hear them. Keep in mind, you can choose your gender, and already you're hearing the character in a scene, and the player hasn't made their character. That's like, no. Why did you do this? Like, you had a good idea as a way to not only make the character creation immersive, but in addition to that, make it to where is a different way of doing it outside of the typical we're staring in a mirror. Not that I'm knocking that, I'm just giving more points to the originality of saying, oh wow, yeah, this is different from the other ways it's usually immersed. Well, then you do it this way, and it's like you only half thought the idea out. And the reason, it's not like I'm putting real effort into this, by the way, because this ain't even going to be a real character, but I'm pretty much making him the way I probably would have made him, because I already have an idea as to what kind of character we're going to play, who we're going to play. And it's going to be the opposite of what I would normally do. This is what I would normally do. So, and struggle with the hair options, because outside of certain games, they don't really, the hair, you know. But anyway, yeah, the concern here is that my mom used to say, and I know it's a saying in general, but of course she is the first person I heard saying it, but she used to say things often end the way they begin. And yeah, there's exceptions to that rule, but you get the idea. Here we have a good, possibly great idea that was only half thought out, as if they did not fully think about how to execute this idea. And the question becomes, is this game going to be full of half thought out ideas? Like, great ideas that were only half thought out. I don't know, but it's possible. Alright, so I have a tendency to pick the same kinds of characters in RPGs. I usually go for a knight style character or a warrior. My second go-to, and it's a distant second, is magic. But I almost never ever go rogue or technical. I assume this is rogue or something, so we're gonna do that, since it's not gonna be for real. But to my point, other games have figured this out, because when you look at most games with character creators, your character does not start off in a scene, or they don't, at least they don't show you in that scene until you created them, until you've decided how they're going to look. Saints Row, At least the second and the third one. I don't know how the first did it. But they even managed to work that into the story. Where you don't see yourself because you're bandaged up. Because you burned in a fire or an explosion in the one game. And the third wasn't as good as the second, but at least they handled this part well. You're actually able, they have you play as the character before you decide their appearance or voice. But the way they did it was smart. That was a fully thought out idea, because in that scenario, you're robbing a bank, and so you have a voice changer and you're dressed as a mascot of some kind. So they figured out how to literally put you in the game, in the cutscenes, have you play as the character before you have decided your gender, your voice, and everything else without it breaking the immersion, so to speak. I guess we're gonna go with this for now. I don't like I know I'm critiquing the hell out of this game already, but it's not just about this game, it's just developers in general. Developers have a challenging job, to say the least, in which they want the game to be fun, but they also want it to be challenging, because that, you know, has to do with fun. And as a result, they're hesitant to give you anything starting out. Like starting us off with just 1 point in each category. It doesn't feel right from a story perspective, and it's being overly cautious in my opinion. Like, you can give us a little more and the game is still going to be fun. It still can be challenging.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an
But just give us a little bit more.
face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your
Now, full disclosure, I almost reset this character more than once because they made the X button reset.
Have you any more needs?
And
you haven't forgotten that we're setting sail.
I'm used to X being used to confirm things. X to confirm, B to cancel, you know, or back out. So
I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
Oh, wow.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Tenemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
I understand if you disagree or you feel differently. But dear God, the voice
I beg your pardon, but urgent
does
matters
not
call
match
me
the
away.
character
Might
we
finish all this
created.
later?
Impossible, my lord. You are
It is
leading with a
throwing
tide,
me
if what I've
for
been told
such
is
a
correct.
loop.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please,
It's
beg
throwing
you.
me off,
Her
man.
Highness has personally requested I
Like, significantly.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Alright, time to get a little familiar. But okay. Now, I could be wrong, but I would swear there were games that let you change the actual controls for your controller. I mean, I know there's games that let you change the layout, but I could have sworn there were games that allowed you to change what each button did. I could be wrong. Like, I could be way off. But you would think that by now that would be standard to be able to change the controls. Like, of course, of course you can change keybinds. But with the gamepad, you can't change anything. And that's very disappointing. I mean, it's still crazy to me that there are games that were cross-platform, and yet you could not play them with a controller if you had them, if you were playing on PC. And I had to use a third-party program, Pinnacle, and then later PadStar, which due to some unfortunate events, neither is supported now. But yeah, I think we're gonna just to horse around. We're gonna go hard. Yeah, we're gonna go hard for now. Yeah, so you can't change that. All right. But I loved that program. I made quite a few controller profiles. Okay, I didn't make that many per se, but I did make some controller profiles. I made one for Dragon Age Inquisition, even though it did come with controller support. Looks like we already have some stuff, guys. Even though it did come with controller support, I hated the controls. Like, I did not like them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, I did not buy any DLC or pre-order. Obviously, I didn't pre-order. So why did we have this stuff? And more importantly, why didn't he just start with this on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is going on? Why? Wait a minute. Why didn't he just start with this stuff equipped? That doesn't make sense. Look how dapper our dude looks right now. Look at him. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Like, I don't... Like, there's certain things that I feel like should only improve from where we started, man. And this is one of them. Come on. By now, you have to know the various ways to allow a character to, while they're in the inventory screen, be able to fully rotate and everything else. You don't leave them in a screen. And you're probably saying, Tons, you are nitpicking. Maybe a little, but hear me out. This will be a problem later. Like, I know it will be, because this style of menuing for inventory, I feel like most games have gotten away from it for a reason. See that? See the issue that's going to happen later? But speaking of things that you would think would have gotten better over time or improved, another thing that Saints Row 2 does, and 3 does it to a lesser extent, I believe, but they let you choose your own voice. They let you choose how you sound. Now, I understand that's more work. Believe me, I get it. But man, you would think we would have seen more games doing it, because I thought it was great that they did it in Saints Row 2 and 3. Instead, we still get silent protagonists. Like, I don't know. Now, Mass Effect, not Andromeda. Mind you, every time you say that name, Andromeda, Mass Effect Andromeda, like multiple angels just lost their wings, fell from the sky. But no, Mass Effect the series. What they managed to do, in my opinion anyway.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Oh, why not?
I must go to the dispensary. Maybe I will be able to make myself useful there.
Ah, so why can I talk to her but not these guys? What's that about? But yeah, I would have liked to have seen more games do voice options, but Mass Effect, the series, it was really cool because, or not really cool, but it seemed intentional. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was luck. But the voice acting for that seemed to fit no matter what character you made. Now, to be fair, I only made a guy character. I don't know what it was like for female Shepard. But that voice just seemed to work for it. It was a versatile voice. But this one doesn't seem as versatile. Uh-oh. Check this out. This looks like the perfect spot for a boss battle. I'm a casual gamer, but I recognize areas for boss battles. There's a monster going to drop into the courtyard. I don't know. This guy's looking nice though. That is dapper. He's ready to look for love. Alright, so we got... Alright, so that breaks out weapons. Oh wait, he's knocking on that door. What's about that? What? What? Well, that was uninteresting. You made us think something interesting was going to happen. Okay. So you can't hurt anybody. That's probably for the best, if I'm being honest. You can't harm innocent people. Still, that was weird. It looked like something interesting was about to take place in the world, and then nothing happened. He was knocking on his door. I think he's about to do it again. We should help him. We should go. See, like, I thought we were about to do, like, Cops Live or something. Like we were about to take somebody down. So what's the point of letting me whip it out if I can't use it? To break stuff. Or not. So it's not even to break stuff. So why would you do this? Why would you let me take the weapon out outside of combat? What is with people knocking on his door? It's a different person. Can I knock on the door? Like, please, whoever it is, just answer. Like, who is in there? Alright. I'm sorry if I sniff sometimes. I'm going to try to keep it under control, but my allergies have skills. The skill to show up at the most inconvenient times. Alright, that's our journal. Skills. So this skills, talents. What's this here? Oh yeah, so this game's gonna have relationship levels, which I imagine will matter. It's possible they won't, to be honest. Like, who knows how much they will matter, but I like the concept, so we'll see how that goes. Apparently every person is suspicious of our character, except for the congregation of merchants. We have a nice relationship with them. We were friend-zoned by the congregation of merchants. Like, we're nice. We're nice. See, this is why we had to do a separate episode, because this is what... Can you imagine this being the first episode? The actual first episode? Me neither. So this is the map, or the globe. I'm sure that means something. I don't know what. I'm gonna guess this is going to be what we use for fast traveling. And this is our local map. Oh, codex. There was a game where it would read the codex. I missed that. I wish more games would do that. Because I don't want to read all this. I don't want to read any of it. But I'm curious about it. Don't make me work for it, damn it. Don't make me freaking work for knowledge. But no, I like that there's a codex combat base. Yes, yes. We need this. Tactical pause. I don't know how I feel about sheathing. It should be automatic because I don't think you should be able to draw your weapon out outside of combat because it does nothing. There's nothing you can do with your weapon outside of combat. So that's the tactical menu. Bind, use. I don't know where I want stuff just yet. Oh, look at that. I'm not gonna lie, I would have missed that. I would have missed that there was a right trigger function. Yeah, I was not paying attention. I almost completely missed that. Alright, wow. Okay. Alright, let's where's the mission stuff or the quest? See, because I was saying Mass Effect. I'm sitting there thinking about missions. They're probably questing here. Oh, there's missions in this too. For the actual playthrough, we're going to do like every side quest we can find. The way I typically play, I actually go out of my way to avoid the main quest for the most part. I will do the side quest first. I don't know we'll be doing the missions because if these are side quests, I have to assume missions are going to be that stuff that's either something you can repeat, and I hate repeatable tasks. Generally speaking, I do. I just imagine whatever the difference is, I'm not going to like it. Hey, I said I was a casual. I warned you guys. Let's see. Let's say goodbye to Mother. Is our mom a boss fight? That is the question.
Hey!
No, she's not.
Green blood!
It's this guy.
And, so
And his
the
name
day
is
has
Kurt.
finally come.
Upskirt
My
Kurt.
royal fledglings are leaving.
And for
the
those of you that
Accompanied
know
by their
where
most
that name
loyal
comes
and
from,
tenacious
yes, I'm a
master
fan of that
arms.
show.
As loyal
Very
as
much
you'll
so.
go.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding
It's
your
one
men in the
thing
unsuspecting shadows
to
of the
read.
great
What the hell? Where did they come
Hey,
from?
our blades are the
Oh,
only
that's a
thing
pet peeve
keeping
of
you
mine.
dainties alive.
It's a pet peeve.
Kurt, I'm not in need of
Look
your
at all that stuff
protection. I'm no
happening in the
longer a
background
child,
that
you
was
know.
not there
Is that so?
before this
Well, let's
cutscene
see.
started.
Fight with honor!
Alright, it's one thing to read the controls, it's another thing to execute them. So hopefully he does not embarrass me. Take that, Upskirt. No, I will not be calling him Upskirt Kurt during the actual playthrough, but for right now. Oh, I did it! Oh crap. Damn, why didn't I start with that sword? That's the kind of sword I prefer to use like in every RPG. The compensator. That's what I want to wield, the compensator. We're taking it to him. We're taking it to him. Crap. Kicked us right in the mouth. Knocked out a few teeth. I just don't want to get hit by that sword. Oh! Oh!
You defend yourself well, Greenblood.
Damn right!
One might think you had a proper master of
Because
arms.
I've read the directions.
You already training for your new post of legate?
Damn right, because
Don't
I've
tire
read
yourself.
the directions.
Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a
Even when
lesson.
I've read the directions,
Unless
I'm
you
not
want
gonna
to
lie.
go through the
Sometimes it
paces
does
again
not go
before we
that
depart.
well. I don't think he hit us once. Or no, he kicked us. He knocked out, like, one of our wisdom teeth. So technically he did us a favor. But we're gonna skip this for now. There's some other things I want to try. I want to see what happens if you lose. Like, or if you can lose. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Oh. Well, I guess we have to attack 3 times. Wonder if we can shoot him in training. Oh wow, that should not be allowed. Because we're only training. No one would shoot someone in training. Why would you do that? I killed Kurt. I killed Upskirt. We killed Upskirt, Kurt. What have we done? Upskirt, I'm sorry. Okay. I don't like dodge as much, but because it doesn't. Oh, sweet, but jeez, oh my biscuits! Freaking knock their spleen out. Oh my god, I needed that, Kurt. I thought we were just training, Kurt. You hit me in the spleen, I'm gonna shoot your left eye out. So that's what happens if you get hit during training. They want you to take the tactical pause. Wait. Yeah, I guess that can be our healing. But we're not gonna heal because we want to lose to Upscared. Why is he backing away? Oh my god. He's forcing me to heal. Fine. Like, he just straight mangles. I want that sword. God damn it. He is just mangling us. Like, I know we're letting him, but still.
What a Greenblood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a
I
little
just
hard
let you
to
win.
believe.
I want that
Add
sword.
insult to injury. This is
Why couldn't we
humiliating
start
enough.
with that?
We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Please tell me you have other sayings, Kurt. Come on. Oh, really? I gotta open a tactical menu again? For what? I already did this. Oh wow, it is serious. It wants... Oh my god. Yeah, I know. You can assign it. Oh. What? So... Damn. I did not realize that. So, there's 12 quick menus. Okay. Yeah. Oh, set a trap. Alright. Wait. Take that. Oh, I like that. I like setting traps. We're not gonna have that ability. I know. Whoa. Biscuits. And sheath weapon.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
I wonder if we
Indeed.
keep that stuff.
Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the
Because
island
before
if
we
you're
went
feeling
into
rusty.
training, we
Are your
had
bags
none
packed
of
for the
those
great
things. We
departure?
did not have traps.
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
No upskirt, Kurt. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy. Nah, he's gonna complain.
I have to admit, I thought my days as a child, complete with bodyguard, were behind me.
I do like being wanted. It would seem that the prince didn't feel you were apt to take care of yourselves alone.
Ah, I
goes.
laugh at the little
By the way,
things. Come
where is
on.
our future
I like
governor
cheesy
hiding?
humor.
I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure
I'm gonna
last night,
guess
and we haven't seen him since.
That his cousin looks
You know,
nothing like him.
Constantine, I should have gone with him, but my heart
I'm
wasn't
just
in the
gonna,
mood for celebration.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
My
It is
guess.
never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet
Like,
you in
why
front of the
doesn't he
palace.
start with these
Then
dapper
we'll go and
clothes,
find
man?
Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
It's looking good. It's looking nice. Alright, let's see something else. Alright, so this. Let's see. See, I can't lay traps. But I can set potions. We couldn't do that before we started here. Oh. Oof. What is he drinking? Oh. What you sipping on, Kurt? No drinking on a job, upskirt. I'm gonna prove I can shoot him in the face. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. We're not gonna prove that we can shoot him in the face. I'm panicking. He's about to hit the crap out of us. Oh, my God. Why should I have to open a tactical menu? I already know how to do this. I already had it set. Kurt. You done hit me in the mouth one too many times, my friend. Say hello to my little friend.
You defend yourself well, Greenblood.
That does not
One might
prove
think
that
you
we
had a
can
proper
fight at
master
all.
of arms.
The best.
All we did was
You
shoot
already
him in the
training
neck
for your new post of
a
legate?
couple times.
Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics.
Alright, so
Your
dialogue's
performance
different.
just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
Let's just skip the combat tutorial. Let's just hear what he has to say for that.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well.
Oh, that's it.
If you ever want to go
Okay.
over your basics
I mean,
later,
that's fair.
visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get...
We complained before. Let's be
On the
happy.
contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping
I know
to
I'm
put his skills
critiquing the
to
hell out
test
of this
as well.
game.
I have no idea.
I'm fully aware.
He had plans to celebrate
But
his
seriously,
departure last night,
I
and we
think-
haven't seen him
I
since.
think I'm gonna like
You know,
it here.
Constantine, I should have gone with
Like,
him,
I
but my
think I'm
heart
gonna
wasn't
enjoy
in the
this
mood
game.
for
I think
celebration.
this is going to be fun.
The thought of bidding my
But it
mother
doesn't
farewell.
mean there aren't things
It's
to be
never easy
critical
to say
about.
goodbye.
And I'm not doing
you
it
should
to
be going to
give
see
the
her.
developers a hard time,
She
believe
must be
me.
waiting for you. I'll meet you in
This-
front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
I mean, I
Very
know
well.
we haven't
I'll
really
meet you as soon
gotten
as I've
into
said
the
my
game
goodbyes.
just yet, but it looks like they accomplished quite a bit. Alright, let's look at our inventory. Let's see if we got anything new. We got a health potion. We did not. get more ammo, we got this. Nothing else. What do you get? If you do the tutorial, do you get more stuff? I'm pretty sure we do, but I want to confirm it. Let's check it.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
Alright, so we finished the tutorial. We've seen most of these options.
It is never.
Alright, let's check our inventory. See that we're given more ammo. And we have traps. Huh. Wait a minute. Where are the traps? Wait, are these the... Yeah, I don't know where the traps are in our inventory. Well, that's definitely them right there. We have 5 of them. Okay. I don't know. Maybe they work differently. Maybe they regenerate on their own. Let's try picking this up. Oh, you can. Ah, okay. Okay. So these... Alright, these are the traps. That is a very long way to say trap.
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh,
Princess.
You, my dear
Why
child.
is she sitting here?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
well.
having trouble getting used to your condition.
I have to assume
speak of more
that
pleasant
whatever she
things.
has is not
I'm
contagious.
so very happy
For
to hear
obvious
your
reasons, I
voice.
must assume with this.
You remind me so much of your father.
I don't
I
miss
do
my
miss him
father.
so.
What has he done for me?
Today
I'm
is a
joking.
big day, isn't it?
I don't
Ready
know
to
what his
set sail
situation
for
is
that
like.
Island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know.
I mean, I get
but
that
it
she's
brings
sick,
me comfort
but it seems like we're gonna
to
go
know
somewhere
my
else.
son has
Of
lived
course,
on a
that's
mission
how a lot of
to
RPGs
heal
do it.
his
This is just a
people.
starting area.
Come now.
But
It is time for you to take leave.
why couldn't he
Here.
take her with
Take this
him
with you.
on the ship?
What is it?
Like, it just makes sense. I mean,
A
maybe they
family
have
heirloom.
strict rules
Something
against
that-
transporting people with
Take
Malachor.
it and keep it with you.
They called it Malachor or
May
something.
it bring you good luck.
But come on, you're
All my
resourceful.
blessings go with you.
Smuggler or something. Keep her hidden.
Now, be off.
Yeah, she might not survive the trip, but you know what I mean? Like, take your chances. And we're royalty, man. That is another reason why it doesn't make sense to start us off with practically nothing. He has no gold. What kind of royalty is he? He's broke. How is he gonna pick up a gold digger, man? How's he gonna do it? He's broke.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
He's a royal broke guy. Now this used felt hat kind of looks better than the Discoverer's hat. They think, oh, it's got a feather, but look at that. Look at that trim. Look at that brim, or whatever you call it. It's a little fancier. I don't like this hat, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like either hat. This is not my style. Like, it fits the game, it fits the atmosphere. Also, the lighting is weird in this game. I gotta say, the lighting does not treat surfaces all the same. Because this guy is darker than I thought he was gonna be from the character creator. And not that I have a problem with that, because he's actually about my skin tone now, but I just didn't expect that to happen. He seems so much lighter in the character creation. But that is a common problem with games with character creators. We need to save. There's Kurt, I'm assuming. Let's try to avoid Kurt. Let's see if that's possible. You know, he's got a lot on his mind. I don't want to disturb him right now. Let's see if we can continue this adventure without Kurt. Without the upskirt. We're already looting stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see if we can... Oh. Wait. Wait. Yeah, why wasn't that bound? I thought I had that. Oh, swiftness potion. Oh. Our first battle. There's a number of them. We should have brought Kurt. We should not have come here. This was a terrible idea. We should have talked to Kurt. I don't want to use the firearms. I don't want to be wasting our ammo during our test run. That went pretty good. Screw you, Kurt. We need you upskirt. Alright, so that was a dead end. And so is the other side, so we're gonna try to sneak by. Maybe go down this way. Ah, damn it.
Kurt?
Couldn't do it.
Done.
Sorry,
Couldn't do it.
Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliament
Sounds like a first side
but
quest.
this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs.
We're
near the
actually going to
port.
try not to
Right
do it.
We'll put it on our list of visits.
And now he's part of the team. Wait a minute. Relationship level. Suspicious. And yes, I struggle saying that word. Leave me the hell alone. Get off my back. Get all the way off my back. But yes. Suspicious. Like, that's not we... Okay, maybe we just met the guy. Maybe he's only been training us for a few months. But that seems weird to me. No, we're not doing that. Oh, I can speak. Let's speak to Kurt.
Greenblood, do you need something?
Not really. Whether he felt lonely. That's a kind of a creepy question. But yeah, let's ask him.
I wondered if
Oh,
you
wow.
ever felt lonely.
I always do.
That was rather
Why, do you want to
depressing.
rectify this?
What is this? Game of Thrones? Is everything gonna be depressing? Let's see what happens if you respond in the affirmative.
And what if I said yes?
Well, I'd be grateful, I suppose. But sadly, Greenblood, you're not quite my type. Anything else?
In other words, there's a reason why he is called Upskirt Kurt. Let's see what the other answer gives us.
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
Now, wait a minute, Kurt. Wait one damn minute. I wasn't even taking it there, so why did you feel the need to mention it? Huh? What is that about, Kurt? Like, get your mind out the gutter, Upskirt. Get your mind out the gutter. Oh! That dude shot me right in my kidney. Now I won't get nutrients from my food. You jerk. That's dangerous with Malachor going around. I need my kidneys. Holy smokes. That's my fault.
I can't hold on much longer.
Kurt's about to die. Upskirt, no. I got you, buddy. Holy crap. No, that last person, I definitely was screwing around a bit too much. But let me say this. Combat is not the best. But it is good. It's alright. I kind of like it already. It's not perfect by any means. Most combat systems are not. I mean, for God's sake, Skyrim's combat system, it probably doesn't even deserve to be called a system. It's terrible. But like this, no, it feels kind of good. I like it. I do kind of like it. Ooh, piece of candy. What is this? Yeah, that more depressing things. Let's keep going. This is whoa. Whoa! Where the hell did we go? I just saw this gate randomly. And there's just guys back here. Why are there bad guys back here? Did we find some headquarters? Okay. This place seems a little important. Wait. Wait. No. Now this place does seem a little bit important because it was behind this gate that I randomly came across. And we're finding things that glow differently than normal. Okay. What does it point this chest? I don't know. Why is everyone just standing here? Why is he not talking? What is happening here? I have no idea what this is about. Yeah, so
lively there, lads and lasses!
We have not done anything really. We've done some exploring. We've looted some stuff. But I'm gonna see if we can leave. We're gonna test it out. See if we can leave.
Some children we'd been best to refuse.
Now this guy looks awesome.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all
Every
is in
time
order,
I
we will
hear
soon
that
be
name,
embarking on
I
your
think
boat.
sardine.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Oh, he
Apologies.
called it a boat.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
You never
come
call
home
it a
this morning.
boat. I
I
learned
need to
this
find
from
him before
Assassin's
departure.
Creed Black
I hope
Flag.
nothing's happened to him.
Now,
or
I
hasn't changed
technically
his
knew it
mind.
before then
The
for other
tide
reasons,
does not
but
wait.
Perhaps
Black
he simply
Flag also
celebrated his
touched
imminent
on this
departure with
fact.
a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member.
Alright,
The
so
cabin boy is missing. But have no fear.
Constantine
We will leave
10.
without him if he does not present himself before the
I
tide.
know I'm not the only one
Is he
who
an
keeps
important member of
thinking
the crew?
Constantine
We don't need
when
him
they
for
see that
sailing or
name.
navigation.
But
He's only a
Constantine
cabin boy.
isn't
He
here.
must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt
No.
that. Jonas was never
Not
one to fancy
everyone's a
drink.
drunk like
And it's been 2
your
days
cousin
since last
is.
we've seen. No, I fear something
Though in
bad
his
has happened.
defense, we are
Might I
talking
ask,
about
can you hear
Sailor
me?
So.
Could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Okay, I can't simply... Can we ask about leaving? No. Alright, let's get away from
Be
here.
back soon, Captain.
Let's get out of here. Keep exploring. Hello, Teach?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
Why
I
don't
certainly
you...
hope so. Would
I
you be in
mean,
need of my help in any
Do
way?
we really need him? You know what I'm saying?
What will be your official title on Tier 3D?
Why don't
Or
I
are you
ask
just
him
here
this?
to keep an eye on us?
Come now. But
I don't care right
and
now.
Also, your help.
This is
will be
episode
It's
0.
always a privilege to
Teacher.
help, Master.
Former teacher.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
No. We do not have quite a few things to do. Alright, we probably do. But... Alright, we're gonna try to find Constantine first. Hide quest. Display completed quest. We've completed nothing. We have completed nothing. Okay, so right stick also scrolls through open objectives. We're gonna try to find Constantine and then try again to get the hell out of here. So, I just died and I was reminded of another reason why I will often dislike harder difficulties, even though they are doable.
You a good day, Your Excellency.
But,
The merchant is there.
so, I was fighting these guys, and as you can see, if you get far enough away, they just kind of reset.
To my help, and death to the others.
But when they reset, I mean they fully reset. Like, all the damage you did to them goes away.
And death to
And they
the
have this
others.
rifle guy,
Move away. Things are about.
and yes, that's basically what happened. Like, it died rather easily. But the difficulties, I mean, obviously that's not a reason to hate higher difficulties, like the fact that they're resetting, because I imagine on normal they'd do the same thing. It just wouldn't matter as much that they're doing it. But when you play at higher difficulties, it's like you will see every flaw that a game has when it comes to the combat. Because obviously the harder it is, the more precise you have to be to survive.
Things are about to get dicey.
Which means any input lag you discover quickly. But notice Kurt's health over there. He's fighting one person. That would be another reason why I hate higher difficulties. Because, yeah, higher difficulties will improve the enemies, make them damage sponges. In this case, I'll say that I like the improvement of the enemy's AI. They're dodging and using moves and doing things they normally wouldn't do on normal, from what I can tell.
The merchant is there.
But Kurt, remains a moron. It's like, yeah, the enemy's AI goes to hard, but your companion's AI stays basic. I don't like that. Because basically, it just means that at higher difficulties, I may as well be there by myself in combat. Seriously. Kurt, upskirt Kurt, this is creeping me the hell out. What the hell is going on here? What is this? What? Wait a minute. Yo!
If you had any idea who I am.
We found Constantine by accident.
I have a
Like by complete accident.
You hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, I do
that's
hear it.
Constantine's voice. It's coming
So,
from the other floor.
I figured,
Sounds as if
hey,
he's locked up.
before I
And I have a
actually
feeling they're
do this
expecting
quest,
company. Be
I want to
careful.
uncover all these
The
question
slightest
marks.
itchy
Let's
word
do
to
some
these brutes will
explorer
have them
rating.
drawing blades to scratch it.
And one of the question marks that became a door
This breed of brutes
was
won't
labeled
spit on ransom
Villain's
money.
Den.
What a waste.
And I'm like, Villain's
I'd rather
Den?
sneak around them and give
What's
half a
that?
coin to
So I
these seedy
decided I
fellows.
wanted to go check out this Villain's Den, or Den of Villainy. And then this cutscene started playing. That is the opposite of what I don't like. What I mean is, and I'm sure this game's still gonna do it, even though it didn't do it in this case. But earlier, when we were dealing with upskirt here, and you had that large, well, they were probably about the size of a platoon, standing there, and that platoon was not present when we walked into the boss courtyard. It was like they popped in magically, and I didn't like that.
It's blocked.
Huh. But often you'll see this with quests in the form of... oh, wait. That's right. We're not playing as the character I would normally play. And we did pick science. That's awesome. I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. I like what just happened. But normally with quests, things magically appear. Wait, why is it X? I don't understand this design choice. I've got faith that they have their reasons, but I don't understand why they did it. Why would it be two different things? To loot and to pick things up. They should be the same. But anyway, yeah, so kind of like, think about like Skyrim. And mind you, Skyrim did a better job. Skyrim did do a decent job sometimes when it came to this, because there were things that you could find before you had the quest. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, in a lot of games, you'll go to the area and that person isn't there. You know, or that item isn't there just because the quest isn't. Yet it doesn't make logical sense that it wasn't there. That bothers me. Well, in this case, there were clearly some steps to take to find Constantine. And I assure you that even though I do not have it on tape, I did not take those steps. Like, I did not do those things. I just wandered around and found them by accident. Oh, that very nicely done. I like that. I do like that. And if every quest is like that, that's wonderful. But if not, well, that's kind of disappointing. I like how there's a key to these chests, and I found them. I really do not like these controls. I don't. And again, so far, I've found no use for the weapon outside of combat. It does nothing outside of combat. So I feel like that should be automatic. Also, you can't unequip things. At least I don't think you can. Alright, you can unequip things. I lied. No, but I was trying to unequip this weapon because I'm never going to use it. But you can't. That's kind of annoying. It's like, I don't like that weapon. I don't want it. I'm not switching to it. Alright.
Locked.
Right. My bad. No, let's leave them in there. Let's give them some time to stew. Ah, no, we'll break them out. We'll break them out.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign.
Oh, I was wrong. He
riches
does look
to
like his
expedite,
cousin.
And a demanding
No, I'm joking. I'm seriously
Constantine,
joking.
it's me!
Obviously.
My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fires.
I do what I can. We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that.
I almost
He
hope
wanted
that
you
they're
governor,
not
didn't
related
he?
by blood.
He's ridding himself of the source of
Because
constant disappointment.
keep in mind, there are games that don't
Enough
care.
said. Today we set
But for
sail
all the
for adventure.
nonsense about BioWare, or the nonsense that BioWare does, I have to rephrase that because those mean two entirely different things. There are some elements that they really put full thought into, and one of them was how when they wanted you to be related
If you only knew
to a
how
character,
these river scum
when you
treat
changed your
Do me a
appearance,
courtesy,
it affected the appearance of your
stand
relatives,
boldly
and I thought
alongside
that
the
was
brave Kurt. Let's give them
a
their
good
money's
idea.
worth.
I was like
They
kind of
haven't spotted
amazed the
us.
first time
We
I
can
saw
sneak out
that,
of
and I
his
want to
silence.
say that
We have a
was
ship to
Dragon Age 2.
Always been reasonable.
And no, their execution isn't that great. They could have done a better job
without a doubt.
on how
But
they
don't you think there are more
execute that.
pressing matters?
But
Kurt,
It is your highness's
You know,
decision to make. Whatever
at least
it
they
is, I
did.
shall follow.
So wait a minute. Okay, so you can. Okay. Alright, we can equip them and everything. Alright. I'm gonna keep doing this thing right here, because I keep wanting to use the wrong button to go over. Like that. Now if I could make my own controls, I would switch them so that I would stop doing that. I'm guessing this is his. Now, we both look dapper. Look at us. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that mean we can take Kurt's stuff? Why does Kurt have lockpicking on his armor, I must ask? Because as far as I can tell, we cannot control Kurt or even ask him to do a favor. He does not do anything for us. So he has no need for lockpicking on his gear. We needed lockpicking on our gear. But I wonder if I can take it from him. Here, put this on. Put the traveling suit on. And I will put on. What? Yeah. And now we have lockpicking. That's messed up. That is so messed up. Well, I know what I'm not taking for our actual playthrough. I'm not taking lockpicking because whenever we need to pick a lock, if we got Kurt with us, I'll just take his clothes and put them on. You see, this is why I don't really know where I stand on being able to fully control your companions. Like, from a convenience aspect and truly making the game your own, it makes sense, because then you can, if you don't like how one of your characters looks, like maybe the developer's vision for that character is different from your own, you want to tell a little bit of a different story for yourself, you can do that. But from an immersive standpoint, you know what I mean? Like, how many people have you stripped down when you met them? You stripped them and took their clothes. You know, like, how often does that happen? For me, never. Never. I mean, even if you get an escort of some kind, it's usually not instant that you're taking their clothes. If I had to guess. I mean, I know you get to it rather quickly. But,
Death to the others!
oh, the camera angles. Another reason I tend to not like higher difficulties, because the camera angles will kill you. Right, you're still off? That's messed up. Whoa! Oh, they already killed both of them. They already killed both our companions. Come on, Fury, you jerk. I hit Fury like several times. Here, Constantine. Why don't you take the keys to your cell as a souvenir? But yeah, like, immersively, like, unless your job is a fashion consultant, you do not, in which case you strip people all the time, I'm sure, upon first meeting them, or if you're an escort, which, no judgment, we need you in this world, you know? But if you're everyone else, chances are you're not stripping people and then putting their clothes on. Like, look at his armor. Just look at it. Like, see what I mean? I hate how you can't. But you know, it's got insignia on it. Wait a minute. Why the hell? Kurt is a mercenary. Why is he wielding a rusted weapon? Why has he got basic gear? This guy seems like a seasoned veteran. Yeah, he's got rusty gear. He's got rusty and basic gear. Rusted, I'm not even gonna try to say that. I know some of you are like, how the hell can you not say that? I can't, alright? I can't even say the word suspicious. Speaking of which, let's check out the relationships that we have with Constantine. My relationship with Constantine is suspicious? What? How is that even possible? We grew up together. We're cousins. We were inseparable. I mean, Garrett being suspicious is still weird, because when you look at the dialogue, we've apparently known him for years. Constantine. And, you know, that would have been an interesting way to incorporate relationship level as well. Maybe with a higher relationship level, you can change their clothes. You can tell them what to do. Hey, pick this lock for me. Hey, punch that guy in the face. But as suspicious, like, yeah, even people that trust you usually aren't going to just let you take their clothes right off of them. I mean, under certain circumstances, maybe, but they're probably going to at least ask you why initially. Let's drink some potion. But you know, like, that would have been a nice thing to do. Let's see if we can leave now. Now that we got Constantine in tow. Appearance-wise, I gotta say this game was pretty nice. I love how it looks. And yes, that's Vasquez. You know what we're about to do. We're about to try to get the hell out of here without doing anything other than finding our cousin.
Sir? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir Freddy. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Get out of here.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage. Are you ready to leave?
Yes.
Not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle.
No.
What about you?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Yeah, I don't care about your cabin boy.
Be back soon, Captain.
Alright, let's look at something. Let's check something out. Alright, so my assumption is we definitely have to do the main quest or else. So let's do that. Let's see what happens. God, I'm forced to see.
Your Excellency.
Lord
Maybe the dialogue will be different.
I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as
you know what's weird though?
But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
Significant missed
Thank
opportunities
you, Excellency.
here.
I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir.
Look at this.
My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm
Constantine is right
I had
there.
no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame.
Even though I was talking over the dialogue, I was reading it.
That is a pity.
And
have a pleasant voyage.
The way this was set up, technically you were supposed to go talk to these people without Constantine. Like before you found them.
Slightly hesitant.
Because it's actually Constantine that's supposed to be doing this, not you. You tell your former teacher, don't worry about it, man. It's cool. I'll take care of it in Constantine's place. I got this. Don't you worry. Your handsome salt and peppered hair.
Remedies worse than the ill,
you know, and
as you can well
go.
Imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar
or at least that's my guess. So you're supposed to go in his place. Well, I feel like if you find Constantine before you go, these scenes should play out entirely different with him taking the lead. He is dead quiet right now. Completely quiet. Come on, guys. I know I've been talking this whole time over people, but you can get a feel for Constantine's personality. Do you think for a second he would just sit there and say nothing? Yeah, me neither.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
So it looks like he gave us a side quest. But it's like, why aren't the scenes completely different? Why not have Constantine take the lead? Say, alright, we got you. We'll take care of it. Whatever. Alright, on to the next scene, though. I'm pretty sure it's going to go the same way.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Ah, yes.
He's right there. He's sitting next to us. He outranks us. He's the governor.
Allow me to congratulate
you. Know what I mean? It doesn't.
Were you not
it just doesn't make sense
that
the scenes play out exactly
correct,
the same.
I thank you.
From a story perspective, real life perspective wise, it makes perfect sense because that would have been more work. But it's the little things, man.
To work with you. And your cousin in the future.
I wish they would have developed this a bit more, having Constantine around.
To be entirely honest with you,
you didn't have to do it, but if you did do it, you get to see a very different game to an extent, at least for the beginning. But when and that's another thing. So there is something
dangerous heretics
cool, I think, but it looks like if your relationship reaches a certain point, it unlocks some kind of benefit from that person. Well, Constantine doesn't have any,
threaten the fragile
and that
harmony of this place.
Sucks. You know what I mean?
We would
Like,
consider it a tremendous favor.
why not give him something? Why not give him everything? Because obviously he's not meant to be
you do know that. But I'm sure
constant companion. Like, you're not gonna have him after this, I'm guessing, since he's gonna become the governor.
Would indeed give us his blessing.
So why not give him some strong benefits and have you start with him as friendly to demonstrate that part of the game and give you some benefits?
I see.
I think that would have been nice. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think they either didn't think about it or they were overcautious about worrying.
I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Whether the game was going to be challenging enough starting out.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Whereas to me,
may the light guide you.
I would almost argue, don't worry about how challenging the game is at the very, very beginning, where you're supposed to get used to it. I mean, I'm not saying make it screw all easy, but at the same time, you know, give us some stuff. Put some meat on these bones. You know what I mean? Yeah, look, let me show you. I know you believe me, because of course you believe me. But look, so you could scroll over, and when Kurt finally becomes a friend, like, he could have started off as nice. I feel like he should have started off nice instead of suspicious. And then when you reach the level of friendship, apparently he adds to your craftsmanship. That's a cool idea. I like that. But then you got this, and he shouldn't be suspicious, and he should have at least one bonus. Like, I know other characters probably only have one, but he could have started off with 2, maybe 3, because you're not gonna have him forever. Like, maybe he gives you lockpicking and science just to start off with, or charisma, things that fit his personality, because he does seem very charismatic and not very scientific. But, you know, have him start with charisma, maybe. Like, he gives you a charisma bonus right off the bat, that kind of thing. Alright, we're gonna try to leave. Actually, let's tell our teacher first.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning.
But you see, like, they did it with this, because when you first talked to him,
my father may have been angry,
or when we talked to him without Constantine there, he had different dialogue. The scene played differently. Now we got him. Scene plays like this.
Guarded by thugs ready to kill me. Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when, ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Cosignon.
Yeah.
It is the salt of life.
I like Constantine.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood.
I do like him.
But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Nah. We're getting the hell out of here.
I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
So,
are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
We didn't do any side quests. We're getting the hell out of here.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly, but keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months. If you have
Look,
any farewells
Captain
to make,
Jack
final business
Vasco,
order, now is
don't
the
be
time.
telling me what to do. I said we's ready.
In order.
So we is ready.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle, my new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience.
I'll check
the voyage
that out.
will be long. I've been told the
That
trip lasts months.
looks like a good
And this
area.
same place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
That's right. I heard a rumor the Nords even brought one back
Oh,
in
great.
one of their ships.
Oh, great. Now, you see that? Now, good writing says you don't mention something for no reason. They just mentioned a giant creature. This chest was definitely not here before. It was not. Okay. And this looks like a good area to fight something. And he said creature on the ship. So we're going to save. Okay. We're going to save. Because I'm pretty sure something terrible is about to happen. Like, look at all this. Like, look everywhere else. This is like the courtyard. I mean, I was half right about the courtyard. It may not have been a true boss fight, but I was half right. But look at this. Look how everything else is very filled to the brim, right? But here it's just wide open area. It's like, come on, man. And a cutscene. Here we go. Here we go.
Those conniving, pista-stealing, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days. They'll pay for
It
this.
probably has been out
What
for
the hell
days.
manner of cargo are you transporting?
To be fair.
We need routes! We must contain it!
Look at this.
Come now, let's lend them a hand.
Damn. Holy crap. Holy crap. Nice. Well done, Spider. I just lost multiple biscuits on that scene.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
They all ran away. They didn't even really focus on the cousin. They all ran away. You realize we'll be fighting things like this in the future, right? Holy crap, we're gonna die. We are so dead. Oh my god. Set the traps. Heal. He's not moving towards our traps. Well, he kind of went right over both of them. It just didn't matter. Help me, traps. Help me. I don't like this guy. No, no, no. Help me, traps. I'm wasting so many traps. Oh my god! Well played, giant unknown creature. Holy crap. He was like, have you ever seen Superman before? Because I have. Want to see my interpretation of him? My Superman impression? Oh my god. Yeah, thanks game for telling me I have low health. I said heal like more than once. I've got to set more traps methinks. Oh, we won! Hard mode. Technically beat this creature on hard mode. Level 1. I say technically level 1 because I spent no points. I'm weird like that. We did it. And with that,
LA Reed, cut the check for me. King shit. Hey, you know what it is. Try to smell like a planet air, laugh, but a nigga look like a haunted meal,
I'm going to end recording episode 0. I'm going to do a lot of other testing, a lot of other strange things off screen. I will talk about them likely in episode 1.
It's quite extraordinary.
Or part 1, rather.
What a fight. You were
But man,
I'm not of the same mind.
I'm going to like this game. We're not going to play on hard mode because that's pretty much just
your humility remains a
watch your companions die mode.
That battle was absolutely
and I understand why it's done that way. Because again, you're constantly just trying to figure out how to balance things. That's constantly what it's about. Is there anything to loot from this guy? You mean we killed this giant roided out bastard and we got nothing to show for it? We don't even get a lock of his hair? Are you kidding me? Why, Spider? Why? But no, it makes sense because, you know, guess what? You know, it can be challenging trying to figure out how to balance challenge while giving the players a medium amount of ability. So I get it. It's just I would like to see developers take more risk on that front and give the players a bit more. It's like you're trying to increase the difficulty, but then it's like if you increase the difficulty, but you also increase the power of their abilities and weapons, but then you do the same for the companions, well then you start to feel like then the difficulty really didn't increase. But I feel like there's a way to do both. There's a way to start Kurt out, upskirt Kurt, with a weapon that isn't rusty, for instance, and have him fight more intelligently without the difficulty feeling lackluster. Like it can still feel like, wow, this is more of a challenge. But at the same time, at least my companions are not rendered completely and utterly useless. Because I know their AI is dumb. I'm sorry, but I know the companions' AIs are going to be bad. I know that because I've seen that already. When Kurt, instead of taking out the ranged person, decided to fight some random guy, and the ranged guy shot us to death. So I'm not interested in that. I see potential in it. I do. Because off screen I did play normal at some points. I played on hard. And they do other things. They're not simply damage sponges. They're dodging. They're using ranged attacks more. It's kind of cool until every time I get into even the most basic of fights, I look over and Kurt is, you know, face down in a puddle somewhere. But anyway, that's going to conclude episode 0. I thank you guys.
Gentlemen.
I thank everyone who decided to stick it out with me for this. I look forward to playing this game with you for real. Not just doing a bunch of nonsense for science. Until next time, people, thanks again.
This journey is his long-awaited
This has been fun.
Prove his worth.
I hope you enjoyed this cup of tea.
He's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.